Hi everyone, welcome back. I wanted to give you a quick recap of the yard. I know there's been a few changes. I'm going to show you pictures of before and after, things I thought would work that didn't, and what it looks like now. So there's been a few things going on. We got the house repainted. I got a new little patio set, which I love, and just switching around some plants that just weren't happening. So let me show you what's been going on. So we got this cute little patio set, and I love the colors of the chairs because it sets off against the green of the house. But then I wanted some other orange to bring in. So I planted these lantanas, multicolored lantanas in the terracotta pots. And I put them both there so that it, brings in the orange. And they're doing wonderful. They're really overflowing this pot, but I'm going to have to give it a good pruning soon just to keep it bushy in the center. Over here we have the lantana containers that I've had, and they're doing wonderful. I have even pruned them back like 3 times, and they keep coming back nice and bushy, so I'm going to keep doing that. And since painted the house, I had to get rid of all of the ferns that we had up against the wall, and I decided to go with the blue iris, which I think gives me a little bit of good structure. It doesn't make a mess. I never have to prune it, and I think it looks neat and organized. So that is what is happening there. I've kept these orange impatiens because I just love the color orange. And when these lantanas in these containers pop out again, it's just going to be beautiful, big, huge blooms of orange there as well. And so I just wanted to continue the orange theme. So I have the coral sedum planted right next to it, and it does wonderful. So I have some more impatiens. I have my golden dewdrop, which is in bloom now. It's doing wonderful. I planted a little fern here. And over here, you remember over here, I had planted some small begonias with some flax lily, just to bring out some color, thinking my dog wouldn't be running through it. Well, that did not work out. He was actually stepping all over it. It did not do well at all, and I should have known better. So what I did was I brought in 2 rocks, 2 like boulder stones from the front of the house that was covered up, and I put them in here, which you really can't see now because it has been covered up by my beautiful wandering Jew, which I love so much. That these are all just clippings that I took from other containers, along with the artillery fern right there, and I just put them in there. Free plants for your garden. Just shop your own garden, I always say. And it has overgrown, so I am going to have to prune this back so I can see the rocks. And my dog just doesn't, is not interested in walking through there anymore, which is nice. Over here, I also have more clippings that is covering up my flax lily. So I'm going to have to prune this one back and just keep, I can't get rid of plants. I don't know what it is. I plant them everywhere, they grow, and I just don't want to throw them out, so I keep planting them somewhere else. So yes, that's a problem for me. Over here, if you remember, I had a bunch of macho ferns that I had planted. They were small and beautiful. Then they got large, and my dogs didn't want to walk through that area anymore, so that was less area for them to go to the bathroom. So I bought 3 boulders, took out the other macho ferns, and put that there. So now it's like a little bit more wildernessy, and they can just walk through. That's helped a lot. Let's see. These calusia hedge are coming in slowly, but they're coming in, versus the ones over here, which are huge already. So, yep, hopefully they'll keep growing. So let's see what's over here. Over here, we have my gardenia, which at one point this summer was in full bloom. Like everything was white. It was gorgeous. So the blooms have since dropped, and we're getting a few new ones now. And in this corner, I have my walking iris, which I planted as 3 small plants, and of course I filled in the pot with the wandering Jew, and I love it, but now I have to prune it back again. And this walking iris has shot out lots of babies now. So I will show you eventually how to take out those babies and just replant them, and they'll just keep growing. I've got my pentas, I've got my beautiful topiary, which I love. And I've filled these in here with the turtle vine, which I propagated as well. And I love it. I love free plants. And I have one over there. And so speaking of free plants, there you go. I have some more there. And I have some more there. And some more there. I just can't get rid of them. This is my crepe myrtle, which is now coming into bloom. Look at these gorgeous blooms here. And look at these gorgeous buds that are coming in. This tree is full of buds. So this is going to be magnificent. I cannot wait. And over here, I really haven't talked about my tower garden, but I do grow herbs, vegetables, salads, anything in here. This one's empty at the moment, but this one's not. So and this one I have 2 tomatoes growing, and they just started flowering. I have an array of lettuces growing all over the tower. I have some chives. I have some thyme. I have, cilantro. And on this side, I've got some basil and more like romaines. My other tomato plant. This one here, it was a firecracker plant, and I'm going to take that out. And I want to plant another crepe myrtle that I have in the front of the house, which is struggling a bit. The bugs have found it, so I'm just going to dig that one out, plant it in here, and hopefully have it recover. But this one's a disaster. There's more weeds than firecrackers. And I think that's about it. That's my recap. This is more cuttings from the turtle vine that I did. And I'll get you a little trick to that too. I planted them in plastic containers and then stuck them in other containers. I just find that it stays healthier longer. I have 2 more yellow lantanas in here. I used to have flax lily in this powder puff tree container, which is doing really well so far. And I planted it with coral sedum around it. I just wanted to keep something low and bushy. So when that starts cascading over, it's going to look gorgeous as well. So I hope you enjoyed this quick recap, and I'll see you soon.